Hi, beautiful souls. It's such a beautiful day today, even though it's been cloudy and like raining where I'm at. But you know, like I said, like we flow with the earth elements. But I am still adjusting to the fact that it's like, it's, you know, getting darker now. And preparing myself for winter. But anywho, today was interesting because I had so many channeled messages that have been coming through the past 2 days to give to you guys in this video. But you know, when you're in your flow state, you're not in control, right? So whatever flows and whatever's meant to be, whatever's just meant to be is what it's gonna be if you're in flow state. So that's what happened today. I had the intention to make this video about all the messages that have been coming through in the past 2 days, but but as I was just going through my day today, they were calling, and it was like twice, right? And they were like, you know, we got some messages for you, like make sure you meditate. And I was like, okay, I'll do that. I'm like, let me just finish cleaning and doing all this stuff, and I'll do that. And they're like, it's really important. I'm like, okay, cool. Like, it's like what the people need to hear. And I'm like, okay, cool. So I finish what I'm doing and I sit down to meditate. And then I'm like, okay, like, all right, like what is it, you know? And let me just say that I was crying, but it was like, so it's such a powerful message, what I'm about to say, and what I was shown, right? This message is so powerful. It was so powerful and so beautiful. And my beautiful Arcturian higher self came in, because I'm an Arcturian starseed, and I connect with them so deeply, and they've helped me through so much. They've helped me through so much, and they're always assisting me. I was crying when I was meditating and everything was coming in, because I'm just truly so grateful. Because I was meditating last night as well, and what was shown to me was it was something that I needed to see and hear, and it was just so beautiful. And basically it's just a reminder, right, that like we're not here alone, right? We're multidimensional beings, and the past, the present, and the future is all coexisting together, right? There's no beginning, there's no end. And that's why I love the movie Interstellar so much, because it really dives into that, you know? And so anywho, before I start rambling, here's the message. The message that was received was to have fun, right? Don't take life so seriously. The earth is your playground. Like, earth is our playground. We came here to play, we came here to create. And a lot of times we take life so seriously, right? We get stressed out about things. we can hit rock bottoms and just like we get so in our heads and we get so blinded by the matrix, you know, that we forget that we literally came here just to play, just to have fun. And it's really like seeing the world through the eyes of a child, right? And you could be a person that loves kids and like kids are just gravitated towards you and like animals because you are so tapped into your inner child. So you're so full of wisdom, but you're also so lighthearted. Like you're like childlike, you're very playful, you know? And that's why kids love you so much, because you see the world through their eyes, right? But sometimes you get caught up in the stresses and the illusions of this world, right? Of the matrix, of the system, right? Sometimes you kind of get pulled in back into that rat race, right? Into that kind of mentality, because a lot of people are still in that indoctrination that can start pulling you in, right? Because you've always been the kind of person that knows that you didn't come here to just go to school, go to work, do it every day, be stressed out and die. You've always known that, but sometimes it gets to you, right? So that was really what they wanted this message to be about today, was don't take life so seriously. It wasn't meant to be taken seriously. Like, this is all just an experience. That's what they said. It's just an experience. This is all just an experience. We just came here to play. We just came here to create. And that's really what ascension is, right? Is freeing yourself from the system, from the programming, right? That you have to do this and this and this way to feed their system, right? To keep their business running. What was I just saying? What was I just saying? Anyways, whoa. Anywho. See? They're like, just laugh. Just laugh. Like, it's not serious at all. Like, just laugh. Like, none of this matters. Like, we put so much significance. I can't say the word right now. We put so much importance in things that don't matter, right? And we stress out about it. It doesn't matter. So that's really what they were coming in to say. Like, hey, just play, have fun, just have fun, laugh. You know, a lot of you guys had very traumatic childhoods, right? Very traumatic childhoods. And you went through a lot throughout your life. That's why I was feeling that in the beginning when I was meditating, when those messages were coming through. You went through so much as a child and throughout your life. You went through so much pain, so much, like, you were emotionally neglected, you know? It's like you were a bedroom kid. You know what I mean? Like, you, in a sense, kind of had to, like, you were always a person that was so mature that you can see everything for what it was, right? The black sheep, right? The loner, right? But that's because even though you had to remember a lot of things, your soul, you knew it, how powerful you are, and like that you weren't like a lot of other people. You were different, you know? And for a long time, you could have not liked that about yourself, because you were just like, well, I want to be happy too. I want to like feel like I belong somewhere too. But you weren't meant to, because that's not what your purpose is. Like, you're a starseed. You're a starseed. Like, you are so much more. And you're embracing that now. Confirmation. You're embracing that now. You're embracing that now. You're no longer holding those parts of yourself back. You're like, this is who I am. This is who I am. You know, like, yeah, I'm really not from here. And a lot of people have been intimidated by you, because even though they might have not known, like, okay, this person's a starseed, like this person is literally, you know, they could feel your energy, they could feel your essence, and it's so beautiful, right? And those that were in alignment with you in vibration, they just held you so dearly. But other people who were not, they could have been jealous of you. They could have been, honestly, talk shit about you. They could have tried to knock you down. They could have tried to destroy you. And you know, these people could still be trying to do that, but you're so divinely protected, you're so tapped in, and you know that you don't have to go and fight anyone. You know that you don't have to defend yourself. You know that you don't have to explain yourself to anyone, because you're so divinely protected, and what you know doesn't need to be explained. You don't have to explain yourself to these people. But for a long time, you did kind of water yourself down, so that you felt that way you could kind of be in the same room with people. But that shit is done with. You're coming in like, this is who the fuck I am. Yeah, I do this, I do that. Like, yeah, like this is who I am. And you know what I mean? And now you're just like, I'm not going to water myself down anymore. And that's so beautiful. And you know, all the star seeds are coming together now, because for such a long time, right, everyone was doing their journeys alone, right? But that's done. Like, all the star seeds are like literally coming together, because we've been working together in other realms all the time, right now, all the time, right? Because time doesn't exist. Like, it's always happening, right? We're all working together, right? And assisting our human selves here on this planet, but also other people in the planet itself, right? And also doing what we do here. But we're literally now all connecting with one another in this physical body. So it's the time of doing it alone is done and over with. We're now all coming together, and it was so beautiful, because this vision was shown to me, this message was shown to me, I believe it was last night when I was meditating, but I've been receiving that message, and it's just so beautiful. It's so beautiful, because they're like, the time of you doing it by yourself is done. Like, we're not just going to be connecting virtually, like, you know, no, like, we're all connecting together in this physical body. And it's just so, it was so beautiful. It was so beautiful. It was so beautiful. So yeah, the message today is really just have fun. Like, don't be hard on yourself. Like, this matrix construct, it doesn't fucking matter. Don't stress out about it. Don't get in your head. And that's really what they were saying was like, you know, a lot of you guys, and even including myself, like, you get in your head. You could be an overthinker. You know what I mean? And if you're not grounding yourself, you spiral. And it gets worse. That's also happened to me. Like, I'm also an overthinker. And the times when I was not meditating, I was fucking spiraling. Because I just kept letting my mind take over. You know, and when you're just flowing and you're just trusting in the divine and you're connected to your higher self, everything just flows. You know, life is not meant to be hard. And that's the thing, is that so many people are disconnected, and that's why life is so hard. It's just meant to be an experience, right? And everything that you want, you already have. And you will have that if you just get out of your own way, your own brain, not your brain, but like your mind, and you just let your higher self help you, because your higher self is always helping you, always guiding you. But you gotta stop. You gotta stop disrespecting your higher self, you know. you gotta stop. A lot of times we think that we know the way. We are in control. But we are multi-dimensional beings. We're literally shifting in and out of different dimensions all the time. And our past selves and our future selves are all aligning and coexisting with one another. And our higher self, our future self, has already done everything that we want to do, has already walked the path. And so therefore, your future self, higher self, is trying to help you, always trying to communicate with you, always trying to give you that guidance, right? And has been. And you've experienced certain situations, certain things that have happened to you that you know was not of the 3D, that you know was not from your logical mind, that you know was not a coincidence, because coincidences, right, don't exist. Nothing is a coincidence, right? And you know that it was a higher power. You know that it was your ancestors, it was your angels, it was God. You know what I mean? It was your higher self. You know, it was your star family. You knew that, right? And it's so beautiful. And we are also ancestors, because, right, the past, the present, and the future is all coexisting together, right? There's no such thing as a beginning and an end. So you are also an ancestor. You are currently, as we speak, on your loved one's altar, and they are praying to you, connecting with you, as you protect them and guide them through their lives, through their experience. And just like your higher self, just like your star family, right? Your ancestors, your angels, they are also, right? Because even though they've already died, I'm getting up. I feel like I'm getting too deep right now. I feel like I'm getting too deep. Hold on, let me ground myself, because I don't want to like get away from the message, but maybe this is all the message, right? I'm gonna let myself flow with it. But yeah, your ancestors, your loved ones that have passed, it was only in that experience in which they have passed, right? Like this current reality that we're living in right now, but they're living so many other lives infinite lives and infinite realities and universes and dimensions. Like, they're connecting to you and giving you guidance and protecting you, just like you yourself, right? Because in another lifetime, you've already died, but time doesn't exist. So in another lifetime, you've already died, and you are giving your loved ones in that lifetime guidance right now, because right now you are their ancestor in that lifetime over there. Okay, you know what? You know what I'm talking about. You get it. But yeah, guys, like, don't take life so seriously. Like, even today is a cloudy day where I'm at. It's been raining. I love the sun. If you guys know me, if you know me personally, you know that I love the sun. Like, I will sunbathe. Like, I can sit with the sun for hours. I can take naps under the sun for hours, no matter how hot it is. Like, I love it. Like, it energizes me, it heals me, it soothes me. But you know, you gotta just flow with it, with the seasons. It's all part of who we are, right? It's all energy. We're all interconnected, and don't resist it. Like, don't be like, okay, you know, winter's coming, like, it's gonna be cold, I'm not gonna be able to be sunbathing like I was before. Like, no, like, embrace the change, embrace the elements, right? Find the beauty in everything. Like, right now it's raining, and all these little droplets of water on my windshield is just like, it's so beautiful, you know? Don't get in your head. Have fun. You know what you're doing. You are so divinely protected. You're doing what you're meant to do. I'm hearing a lot of you might have felt like you're not doing what you're meant to be doing, and like you've kind of like you dropped the ball. But you didn't, because there's no mistakes. Everything happened the way that it was meant to. You are at the perfect place at the perfect time. Embrace it. Everything is flowing. You're flowing. Guys, if you're not meditating every day, please do. Please do. Right? Because it's really like it's the easiest way for the messages to come in, right? And for you to be aligned. And for you to be able to release the stress, the anxiety, the fears, all of that. And it just keeps you in that element, in that energy of just feeling good and feeling confident and feeling like you're good, because you are good. And look at everything that you went through, and you got through that shit. Things that would have broken other people, that have broken other people, you alchemized it and you turned it into wisdom, and you held it with such grace that you're thankful for everything that you went through, even if it hurt, even if it was fucking frustrating. You're grateful for it, because you know that it was all part of your journey, and it led you to where you are now. And you guys are meant to use your pain, all the shit that you went through, to help other people, but not just anyone, right? Oh, okay. Who? Spirit. Stay on track, Ellie. Stay on track. Divine track, not the Matrix track. Okay. But you are meant to use everything that you went through to help other people. Those that want to do the work, right? Those that are on, like, serious about being, you know, ascending and being on their path. Not just trying to use your energy to bring comfort to themselves. I will talk more about that in another video, because that was a message that came through, one of the many messages. Okay, but my beautiful Arcturians just really wanted me to make this video about this message that came in today. And I seriously, like, I love my Arcturians so much. Like, I'm getting emotional because they're so beautiful. And for those of you that, you know, connect with Arcturians as well, you know, like, just how kind they are and just how much love they have for the earth, you know, and how much they're always assisting. And just like how lighthearted they are, like, they're just so their energy is like it's like just this, like a warm blanket. Anytime you connect with them, it's like a warm blanket. It's just beautiful, you know, and I'm truly so grateful. And you know, you guys are star seeds as well. Like, you guys have your star family too, but it doesn't even matter really, because we're all energy and we're all connected. So, like, regardless of what, you know, like, what, like, where you're from and where you come from and who, like, what star seed you are, we're all connected, you know what I mean? And we're all the same energetically. And I'm gonna have to make another video, because I've had so many visions, like so many experiences where I literally was seeing all of us working together. I don't even like using the word work. We were all assisting and connected with one another, you know, and elevating the earth and everyone here. So it's like, even when you think that you are not, you might think that you're not doing much or you're not fulfilling your mission. You are. You just being here, you are. You just existing here, you are. Because everyone that comes into your life elevates, and they experience something that they've never experienced before, is what I'm hearing. Like, that's just how beautiful you are. Like, they will never, like, they always carry you with them in their heart, because, like, you made such an impact, a beautiful impact in their lives. Everyone that you meet, everyone that experiences your energy, everyone, like, that's just how beautiful you are. Have fun, you know. We came here to play, we came here to create, you know, making money, you know, all these materialistic things that we want to acquire. Like, yeah, like, that's just for fun, you know. It doesn't have to be survival. You don't have to be in survival. You don't have to be in survival. It's like, have fun, just exist, just be. Like, they, you know, that whole programming is like, you need this and this and this to survive. Like, you don't. It all will just come to you naturally and flows to you when you are just being, when you are just having fun. and that which makes you feel happy, and that which brings you so much joy is your flow state, is what you're meant to be doing. If it doesn't make you happy, it's not for you, you know? So do more of what you love. Do more of what you love. Like, just flow with it, connect with yourself. If you love to sing, sing. If you love to dance, dance. If you love to just create, it's all creation. Just create. Just create. It doesn't like, and when I say create, I'm not saying like, oh, you have to make this, you know, big old art piece or something. Like, no, creation is everything. When you cook, you're creating, right? I hope you guys can hear the rain. It's so beautiful. And you see, that's what I mean. Like, that's the message. Appreciating everything, the sound of the rain, and just allowing yourself to just be, just calm, to just not be in a rush, to just exist. Because they try to tell you that you can't just exist here. No, you have to be tied up to our system in order to exist. What are you talking about? You want to just exist? That is literally, it's your fucking right. You're a fucking powerful person. Like, you are beautiful. Like, that is your fucking, what's the freaking word? You are, it's like your God-given right. It's your God-given right to just exist. To not have to be doing, just existing. Just exist. There's a tree in front of me and it's so pretty. It's like this green and like red and like orange, and the texture of it is just so beautiful. It's like, it looks like feathers. It looks like feathers. I need to find out what like species of tree this is, because like I want it. Like, I want to be able to like touch it every day. There's so many messages. Okay, like I said, I'm going to, you know, give all the messages that, you know, came through in the past like 2 days in my other video. But really, I'm just so thankful, you know, because hey, this is the message that needed to be shared with you all today. It's not what I said it was gonna be. It's what our beautiful you know, just everything telling us that like this is what we need. And like, that's just the beauty of it, right? Like, them always reminding us like, you're not alone. Hey, like, we're here for you. Like, you got this. Like, you came to create. Remember, you came to play. Stop like being hard on yourself. Just be. Remember, like, just be like a child, you know? Like, tap more into your inner child, not the wounded inner child, because you already went through that. You already alchemized that. You already healed through that, right? But that inner child that just plays in the mud, right? The child that just dances in the rain. The child that just colors just to color. The child that sings just to sing. The child that dances just to dance. Like, not because you're being told, or not because you're trying to, you know, reach some kind of status or some kind of goal in your head or whatever it is, or because you're trying to become something, but just being, just dancing because you want to dance and because it feels good, not because you're trying to reach perfection. There you go, perfection. Not because you're trying to sing because you're trying to, you know, you see what I'm saying? Like, not doing things to reach a destination, but just being. You know? Just being. Just being. That's it. Just being. And in just being, it's everything. And you just being, that's everything. You're like, you're doing what you're meant to be doing. A lot of times, like, that programming tells you that you're supposed to always be doing something. Otherwise, you're lazy, or you're not successful, or you're stupid, or whatever the case is, right? That's the system. Like, no, honey, like, that shit's done and over with, and you know it. You know that. You know that. You know that that's done and over with. You know that, like, no, like, I'm telling you, you quantum leaps, and you are everything before it's done with. You are in the beginning of your dream life. Like, you quantum leaped, and just like that. But you know, that was a message today. Is like, don't get in your head, you know. A lot of things can still seem so fresh, and maybe you might be trying to like talk yourself out of it. Like I said, you could be a person that overthinks, and you can spiral. So meditate, you know, connect with your higher self, connect with God, connect with spirit, connect with whomever it is you're connecting with that makes you feel good. You know, allow yourself to flow. Because you went through so much shit. And look how far you've came. Look, like, you didn't let anything destroy you, because you can't be destroyed. You are so divinely protected. And you're so valuable. Like, who you are, you're so valuable. You're so beautiful. You're like the sunshine in people's lives. I'm getting emotional, because I'm just like seeing this image of like, you're like the person whom like makes people feel safe. You're the kind of person that makes people feel seen. You're the kind of person who just helps people, who you're like the guardian angel for so many people, and like even children too. You're like a protector. That's what I'm saying. You are the ancestor. Man, you're so beautiful. Your heart is just so beautiful. Your essence, like, don't be shy to be all that you are, and let all of that be seen. You know, don't hold yourself back. Don't try to like, you know, water yourself down again. Don't try to dim your own light. Don't try to hold back. Like, no. You are so beautiful, and you just simply being who you are and existing is such a gift to this earth. So anywho, when I was meditating prior to making, I think it was like the first video that I made, my beautiful Arcturians came in again, and they're like, hey, we have like a message. You know, grab your pen, grab your paper, and I believe there's like a terminology for that. I think, what do they call it? Like automatic writing or something like that. But I've been like, I tapped into my light language like 4 or 5 years ago. And I've just recently like started to do it again. But like this is Arcturian light language here. And when I opened my eyes and I saw it, I was like, guys, this is the first video that I'm posting. Like, I don't think I'm ready. I was like, what do you guys want me to do with this? And they were like, just show it to them. Just show it to them. And I'm like, this is the first video that I'm making. Like, I'm not trying to freak anyone out. And they're like, okay, it's fine. Like, you know, they're like, just when you're ready, that's fine. Whenever you feel ready, right? Whenever you feel ready. But just in seeing it in itself, it's so powerful, right? And it's not for your logical mind to try to dissect or to try to what's the word I'm looking for? To try to like label it, to try to perceive it. There you go. Thank you, Spirit. To try to perceive it, right? Because that's what light language is. It's just, it's the messages from our soul. It's the frequency. And like, that's what this is. And I just didn't feel ready to show it to you guys in the first video. Right? But that's me having to get out of my own way. But thankfully, like, you know, my beautiful Arcturians, my higher self, because my Arcturian higher self is always assisting me and channeling through me. But you know, just like my ancestors, just like my angels, just like God, you know, because everything is everything. Okay, anyways. But now I feel ready. Like when I was meditating and you know, I was connecting with my higher self, which is my Arcturian self. I felt ready. And you know, it's like when it feels right, that's when. You don't know really, like, it's just when it feels right, that's when, right? And so here it is. Let me see. There it is right there. Let me see if I can like make it to where it kind of like focuses a little bit better. The lighting is not that great right now, but here it is. Right? And I've channeled the language a lot more, but it's in like my other notebooks. But yeah, and just seeing that, like, that's what I was told. Just seeing it, it's so healing. Like it's so healing, and like your soul understands it. Your soul knows. Your soul is what connects with it, not your logical mind. Remember, because our mind tries to dissect everything and make logic out of everything, and you cannot you can't analyze, you can't label what is energy, what is beyond our physical senses, what is beyond the perception of our current reality. What is, you get what I'm saying, right? Yeah, okay. So I'm also being asked, right, to just go ahead and channel some light language for you guys. And it's been a long time. Like I said, I've been doing it again recently, but it's been a while. It's been years since I've actually like filmed, you know, any channel light languages, channel light language. So yeah, look at me getting out of my own way. So I hope, you know, your soul receives what it needs to receive from it, and which it will, right? And this is just me channeling my Arcturian higher self. And I love you guys. Te ao, te a, se ao, te a. Se ao, te, se ao, te ao, te a, se. Se ao, te, se ao, te, sintu, a, te a, so. Se ao, te, se ao, te, sum, tu, soa, te a, e. Te a, te a, se a, te ao. Te, te a, su, te a, e, te, u, a, te, se a. Te, tu, shu, a, e, tai. Te, a, u, ti, su, tu, a, este, a, u, a, te. Te, su, tu, a, te, su, a, te, shaui. Sawa, a, te, a, i. Sawa, te, a, i, tu, su, a, te, a, este. Te, a, te. Sao, te. Tao, sto, sua. Seawe. I love you guys. I love you guys so much. I love you guys so much. I love you guys so much. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Thank you. That was so beautiful. That was so powerful. That was so powerful. I love you guys, and I'll be making another video soon with all the other messages that have been coming through. But you know, I thank you guys for just being here. Thank you for existing. Thank you for being here. It's just so beautiful, you know? Ashe, I love you guys. Bye.